Okay, I've got two questions for you guys and gals that's watching this video. Number one, do you all hunt on your own private property? Do you potentially hunt by your house? Or maybe it's a piece of property that you guys own or your family owns? And number two, does that property or where you hunt or where you run trail cameras, does it have service? If you said yes to the first question, or if you said yes or no to the second question, well, I've actually got something to show you all today. This right here is the Garde Pro Link 1.0 trail cameras from Garde Pro. Okay, so these right here, this is the solar panel, and then this right here is the actual camera itself inside this box. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little rundown of what we have. So we're going to open this box. This is what your camera is going to come in. It's in a box just like this. So actually when you open this box up, you're going to be seeing, number one, this box right here on this side is your camera, and then the other side is your little hub that you will use for the system. Next box that you're going to get if you order the kit is the solar panel. This solar panel actually comes with a little adapter that you put on to the back side of the solar panel, and then you will screw it into a tree. So just a little rundown of what we have here. Now let me do some explaining for you guys. What is the Link 1.0 from Garde Pro? Well, in my opinion, this is probably a trail camera that's going to change and has changed the entire trail camera industry. Some will say it is similar to the Cuddyback system. I don't really even remember the Cuddyback system, but I'm going to tell you about the Garde Pro system. This right here, let me just get it out of the box to make it simpler to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we don't need the box no more. Put that back there. So, okay, explanation. You're going to take the hub. Let's give you a perfect example, which is exactly where we're at today. We're about to start working on the food plot again. We're about to cut it and let some of the baby or the smaller clover start growing up a little bit more. So this is a perfect example. We are up here at my grandmother's house, and actually right up on the hill is one of my very, very best trail cameras that I run. I mean, like, not the specific camera, but the specific spot is one of the best spots that I have on all of my cameras. But the negative is you got all these cell cameras out there today that will send you a picture straight to your phone, and to be honest with you, it spoils us. It really does. The old way of going in and checking SD cards is pretty much extinct. Some do it. We still have to with this food plot until now. So my grandmother lives right here on this property. The food plot is right here. The camera is right here. We actually have an SD card camera on the food plot as well. But see, this is where the Garde Pro Link 1 system comes in. She has a house down there. She has Wi-Fi. And I don't have any service here unless I walk way, way up on the mountain and almost get to the top of the mountain. Then I can run a cellular camera. But with the Garde Pro Link 1.0 system, you can take this hub, you take it into the house, you take an Ethernet cable and you run it into the hub to your Wi-Fi router. Then you take your camera. Then you take your camera and you connect it to the hub, and you can get distances up to 1,000 yards or 3,000 feet from your hub, as so they say. I actually don't even have the system out yet, but I will say I've watched reviews, I've heard the reviews, and I'm just going to go ahead and be honest with you. One of the reviews that I watched, he said that he actually put it out in like a timber area, just like we're about to be in. And he said instead of the 1,000 yards, it kind of cut down to the maximum about 650. But they also said you could take this little hub right here and you could put it alongside a window, and it would actually increase your distance if you're in a big timber like we are. Like, see, we're in the Appalachian part of the mountains in the Appalachian region in southeastern Kentucky. So the mountains is very, very, very thick in some places. So this right here is probably 150 yards, if that, from her house to where this camera is going to go. We only have one camera with us today, but we're going to be testing it on, well, we're going to see how good of a service and how good it's going to work in this big timber thicket up here. So like I said, you just Ethernet cable from your hub to your Wi-Fi router, link your camera to the hub, and then you take your camera and you go put it up in the mountains. And it works exactly like a cell cam would. It will send you pictures straight to your phone, just like a cell cam. You can be at your house, sitting there watching a movie, and guess what? Boom, Garde Pro. And guess what? This will be this is the perfect example of what, this right here is the perfect place of where this type of camera and this type of system comes into play at. So, like I was saying, for all the people who has that type of scenario that has Wi-Fi on a hunting property but no service, maybe you have a cabin on your property that you hunt, like a little hunting lodge. It has Wi-Fi, but you don't have no service, but you're still having to run SD card cameras. Well, you don't have to look at SD cards no more. But matter of fact, this camera does come with a free 64 gigabyte SD card when you buy these cameras. So, all right, Garrison, what is the catch here? The catch is that it's not a cell cam. This is particularly a Wi-Fi camera. So therefore, that means you cannot take it and get cell service with it. This is two different types of cameras. This is a Wi-Fi camera. This is a Wi-Fi system. So if you are looking to try out the Garde Pro cameras, if you don't have this type of situation, but you're wanting to try the Garde Pro cameras, then I recommend you going and getting a cell cam that Garde Pro has to offer. So, another little catch here, this might be something to turn you all away from, if we're going to be honest with you. It was kind of a no-brainer for me, is that there's no sale plans with this camera. So, that's kind of crazy to even think. And yes, you heard me right. There is no sale plans, there's no monthly plans with this camera to work the same way a cell cam would, except you're using it through Wi-Fi. So if you ask me, that's pretty stinking awesome. I mean, that is, that's incredible. That is really what turned me to this camera and this kit, because you don't have to pay a dime for this system to work as long as it's hooked up to your Wi-Fi. So I will say some of the features on this camera is 4K video, 2K video, or 1080p video. And anywhere between 4 megapixel pictures to 64 megapixel pictures. Now, you take 64 megapixel pictures. Now, get online right now if you want to, and you go find a cell cam, or you go find another camera who can actually take 64 megabyte pictures, or megapixel pictures from their trail camera. And when you do, you can drop it in the comments, because I would truly like to know myself, because I don't know any out there. And records 4K quality video. I mean, are you kidding me? This sounds like a beast all in itself. I'm very excited about this system. I'm very excited to go get it started and get it run up in these hills. And I will actually try my best to get a pretty accurate distance for you guys to tell you all about this. So, like I said, this actually comes with a lithium battery, so you will need to charge it. Mine actually did come with about 60% battery life, so this right here is fully charged, and I didn't have time to charge the battery like a dummy. So I'm actually going to just run this solar panel, pray that it gets enough sun to charge this battery back to full health, and we're going to go check. Actually, we're going to go check this out. We're going to go hook it up in there, because I'm ready to get this started, and I'm ready to show you guys some reviews over this thing. And honestly, hopefully we will get some pictures tonight on our camera, and we will continue this video, and we will show you guys all the features that it has to offer. And also, if you guys are already hooked and already interested, please use our link down in the description below. It saves you 15% off to get you this system. Most of the time, these camera systems are on sale, so if you use 15% off, you get an extra little bit off. So there you go. You're saving a bunch of money to get to use this awesome setup. And guess what? You can run multiple cameras with this one hub. To be honest with you, I don't know how many, but I think it's 8 or 12. I think. I'm just being honest. I don't remember, but it's one of the two. We'll figure it out. So let's go get this thing set up. So this right here is the spot that we will be having this camera face, is right here where this tree has actually fell, which is not good. But first off, before we do anything, we're going to pour out some Lucky Buck, because here in Kentucky you can put minerals out. This right here is the Garde Pro Link 1.0 camera. Now all the way up yonder is the solar panel. So solar panel is all the way up top, that way it can get the absolute most sunlight. Now, no, this little cord is not too pretty wrapped around. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna need to kind of do some cord management right through here in just a second. But besides of that, this right here is the camera. It is put up in the spot facing towards our feeder. It is pretty level with, I mean, it's on a good little spot. I actually think it's just right about the left and rights, just by eyeballing it. We have got the solar panel rednecked in there. If you don't know what that means we have got it done a custom way. That's probably not recommended, but it's done. So it's all the way up yonder, and it's all the way strapped in. And yeah, this right here is the Garde Pro Link 1.0 camera. And we're going to give it some time actually now. And we are going to go on back down and go about our day and just see how this camera works. So I will see you all in just a little bit with a little review. When I said that it was up yonder, I meant that it was up yonder. All right, everybody, it's been about 2 to 4 weeks since we have last recorded that last little bit, and I will say I am very impressed with the Garde Pro cameras. So one of the things that I want to talk about on the cameras, one of the things that I have found to be kind of a problem for myself, but this probably won't be a problem for you guys. But the problem that I occurred is my grandmother's Wi-Fi is not very strong. It's just not the greatest Wi-Fi. I mean, it's just enough to get by, pretty much. So everything works perfectly fine. The cameras get sent to your phone quick and it works perfectly. But whenever you try to go watch the camera live, it just seems it don't want to pick up. But that is not a camera problem. That is a Wi-Fi problem. So whether you needed to know that or not, I don't know. But I will say that is just a little something that I have encountered. So if you do encounter that, then just kind of check your internet and your connection before necessarily blaming the camera. So that is really the only complaint that I have. The only thing that I will say about watching out for is when you're hooked up to somebody's power, if they do not have a generator, when they lose power, you will lose pictures coming to your phone, but where it's got the SD card, it will have them pictures built in to the SD card. So you can always write down the date on your phone or something, and the next time you're up there, you can go grab the SD card, plug it into your phone if you have a card reader, and then go back and check those cameras or those pictures just to see maybe what you have missed, if that's what you want to do as well. But that's not really a con. That is just kind of hey, you're getting this awesome system. Here's something that will potentially happen. Maybe you might get lucky and your all's power may not ever go out, but up there at my grandma's, it does seem to go out fairly well. But that is just something to deal with. I mean, it's no big deal. Really, it does not affect my overall satisfaction and happiness with this camera. What will I rate this camera 1 out of 10 overall? I will give it a solid 9.5. Solid 9.5 is my opinion. I think the system, the thought behind it is phenomenal. I think the picture quality is great. I mean, really, it's great. The only reason I give it I don't give it that 0.5 is just those two things that I said, but that has nothing to do with if I would buy it or not. That's just my overall rate, and I would give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. I mean, that is phenomenal. The camera is phenomenal, and like I said, and I'm not trying to sell this camera to you guys. I mean, we do have a link if you guys want to go click on our link in the description, and you want to go use our link to go check these cameras out. It does help us, and when you purchase them, if you use our link, it will save you some money as well on these systems. And like I said, there is usually some sales on these cameras, so typically there will be that little 15% off that our link saves you will help you out tremendously on top of the sale that it already is. So, okay, the pictures, it says that it is 64 megabytes or megapixels on the app and on the camera systems. It is phenomenal pictures. It does great. Matter of fact, I actually didn't even try out the video option. Sorry, just did not cross my mind to try out the video option in that. But I will say I got a picture of a good buck, and I requested it in 4K in the high quality picture, whatever it is. Maybe it's kind of reminds you of like the multi system where you get a picture, you can request an HD photo. Done that, and what it does to that picture, it pretty much focuses on the antlers of that animal, of that buck, that elk, whatever you get. It focuses so much on that high detail around those antlers, that way that you guys can get the most detail. You can see the most detail on these. So that is really, really awesome. It's a great system. I mean, I have had zero problems with having pictures sent to my phone. Matter of fact, I'd actually, when I can get some more cameras, whenever I do end up investing in more cameras from Garde Pro, I'm actually going to run it on the food plot, which is directly underneath where the Garde Pro is right now. Our first Garde Pro. Super simple. It's so easy to set everything up. I mean, everything, it was so easy. Instructions for literally everything. So I highly recommend this camera. I will recommend it. This is not me trying to sell you this product, but I am going to say, hey, if you have this scenario, you don't want to pay monthly fees, but you want your camera's pictures sent to your phone, this is the route to go. Now listen, if you're not in the market of buying cameras right now at the moment, I do highly recommend clicking the link below in the description to go check out these cameras, read up on them, see what kind of options that they have. Check out their cell cams, check out their Link 1.0 systems, check out their Wi-Fi cams, whatever you guys are in the market for. If you guys are a little bit leery about trying these out, I'm telling you, take my word, these cameras are great. I'm going to have pictures show up all throughout the video and stuff, and just kind of show you guys what they look like. I'm very, very content with these. I do see myself running these more. I do see myself running the cell cam or the cellular versions of these as well. Just a phenomenal product all around. I'm very, very content with these products. I'm very content with the solar panel. Let me brag on the solar panel. Okay, so 99% of the times that I have tried a solar panel on a other brand camera, I have actually never really had the greatest luck. One camera in particular, I've had good luck with it. But what I mean is you hook it into the camera, and it just does not seem to really recharge the battery as well as I would like it to. But I have had this camera out for probably a month, and typically on other cameras that is being run like this, my battery will be at least to 70-80%. I will do a live check for you guys on what my camera percentage of the battery is right now. I want to click devices. Boom. All right here, battery percent. I don't even know if this will focus in, but 98%. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about the cameras. They're phenomenal. They're great products. They're good quality made. Everything's good. The hub works good. I mean, I am impressed. I love the system so far, and I'm just going to be honest with you. The support team, the team that gets in contact with you when you have any questions is super, super fast with their responses. They don't drag around. They don't hold you off for 2 or 3 days. You don't have to call them 5 times. It truly is. It's great service, customer service is over there at Garde Pro. So that right there is pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you're not in the market for one, at least go down there, click on the link, and just look through their cameras. See what they have to offer. See if this is something that maybe not now, but maybe a little bit later that you might invest in as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go look down in the description below for all of our links to our products that we use. Go check out Mountain Ops. We have a custom link as well. Will be in the description. Go save yourself some money there as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great and blessed day. I will see you all in the next one.